Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, or good morning still, kind of. I know it's actually noon. Yeah, good afternoon. I don't know why I was like, wait, no, it's 11 o'clock. Right over my head. Okay, it is noon. We have some upper body today, so I'm going to take you through a round of stretches, get into our workout. We're going to be working those abs, those arms, chest, back, all the good stuff, all that upper body. Okay, so first thing, you want to make sure that you have something to sit on, kneel on, press on, towel if needed, and a water, because I always recommend having a water during a workout, even if you don't drink it. If you ever need it, at least it's there. I feel like it's always the times that I don't have it is where I'm like, I feel like an episode of SpongeBob where it was like SpongeBob was all dried out and he needed water. Whole episode about that. That's how I feel sometimes when I don't have my water. When I have my water, I sometimes barely touch it. As you guys see me drink out of it all the time. Okay, anyways, I'm going to take us through a round of stretches. All right, so first thing, I tried plugging in the light. I think you guys can see me pretty well. It's pretty lit up in here because we have the white lights and the blue lights right now. I couldn't get the light. It wasn't plugging in the outlets, but the power's on, so I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to take us through our stretches. So taking those arms out to the sides, we're just going to go into some arm circles just to kind of start it out nice and slow, pulling the shoulders away from the ears as we rotate those arms, just tiny little circles. You can tap out those feet so it's a little bit more movement going on. We're going to reverse those arms in 3, 2, and 1. Reverse in the opposite way, taking them back, shoulders down. Gonna itch my face with it. Okay. So pulling that chest open or pushing the chest open. We're going to drop down the arms in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping those arms down, we are going to take that right arm, bring it across the chest, bring that left arm up and pull it in. Same thing, you can tap out the feet just for a little bit more movement. You can always stand still as well. I like to move. Keep stepping on my shoelace. As soon as I let this go, then I'll tighten it. All right, we're gonna pull it in just a little bit more, a little bit longer for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So dropping that right arm, I'm going to take my shoe. All right, taking that left arm up, take it across, take it through that right arm, same thing, pull it in. And don't pull the shoulder over this way. Try and keep it back, pulling that arm in, taking in a little bit more. We're going to tap it out for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that left arm down, shake it out just a little bit. Shake it out. Letting those arms be like little worms. All right. So we're just going to go into those crossovers. So crossing the right over the left, open the chest, left over the right. This one just feels pretty good. You get to move out those arms. Keeping that chin lifted. Squeeze as you take them back. We're going to go for the next 10 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take them down. All right. So we did crossovers. We are now taking that right arm up. Take it behind the back or behind the head to the back. Take that left hand to that right elbow. And we're just going to pull it in. Pushing it down, pulling it in. Kind of tap out that back with that right hand. Keep this going for a little bit longer. If you can, always try it, like once you get to that comfort zone, try and go a little bit deeper. Get a deeper stretch. So holding for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right arm down, taking that left hand up, bend at that elbow, take that right hand to that left elbow and pull it down. Same thing, that left hand is trying to reach down, tapping it out. Or you can just place the hand to the back. I just like to tap. Mix it up a little bit. So holding for the next 10 seconds. We're going to drop the arms down by the sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those arms down, kind of go into those crossovers a little bit. You can take them low, just kind of shake out those arms, or you can shake them out. All right, so next thing, we're going to take it up to the sides, taking it down and up in front. So we're going to go into that lateral raise, take it down, then arms right in front. So let's continue. So arms out and up. As you take them up, we pull the shoulders down. Don't just go with the movement. Don't just do this because like we're flying at that point. Try and keep it nice and controlled. I know it's not anything that's crazy, but these are the times to really focus on our form because we take it nice and controlled, nice and slow. Shoulders down, chest stays open, chin stays lifted. I bet you guys are tired of me hearing, or tired of hearing me say that. I wish I could see you guys, and if somebody gave me that look, I'd be like, okay, enough's enough, yeah, right? All right, so we're gonna go for the next 5, 4, we're gonna go 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Arms down, shake them out. Shake them out, shake them out. All right, so taking those feet pretty wide. They don't have to be super, super wide, just a little bit farther out than your shoulders. Take those hands, place the fingers together. So kind of like grip onto your hands, like you're holding your own hand. Hinging forward at the hips. We're just gonna take those arms up. So the more you pull them back towards that front wall or whatever is in front of you, deeper stretch you're gonna get. Holding it here for the next 5. We're just gonna drop the arms, grabbing onto the elbows in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping the arms, grabbing onto those elbows, and you can walk those feet in just a little bit, so into shoulder width, and we're just gonna ragdoll it out. And if you want, you can always just let the arms hang, swaying back and forth, front and back, or you can grab onto the elbows. We're going to take the hands to the hips in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to those hips and take it up. All right, getting started. All the blood's rushing to my head. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go over what we're going to be doing for our first set of everything. So we're just going to mix it up. No, it's not just all abs at the end or anything like that. We have abs mixed in between, everything. So you never know what you're going to get. Anyways, so the first thing, or our first set of things, what we're going to do, need my water. All right, so we're going to go into those modified push-ups. You can take those knees slightly apart, but you're just going to take it down and then press it up, keeping those elbows going out. If you want more of that tricep dip, obviously you keep those elbows in, but you want to keep the chin lifted off the chest as you take it down and press it up. So try not to bend that neck. We are then going to go into those bird dogs. So we stack the shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips, extending that right arm and left leg. As you bring it in, you bring in that elbow to the knee. So crunch it in, extend it out, and then we'll switch it over to that left arm and that right knee, take it in and extend it out. From there, we go into some tricep dips. So palms are going to go right behind us. You can take those feet out. We're just going to hinge at the elbow. So it's not about those hips, it's about the elbows. So we're just hinging and pressing, keeping those elbows going straight back and close to the body. Same thing, chin is off that chest. We're not curling in. Then I don't know what we're doing with our body. We're like making like a like going into a little lull at that point, right? Okay. So that's it. It's about to keep going. All right, so we have 3 rounds of those 3 movements. So we have those push-ups modified, and of course, if you want that challenge, you can always take it up to the toes. Totally your call. But if not, then in the modified push-up position, we have those bird dogs. So 10 push-ups. We're gonna go 10 and 10 for the bird dogs, and tricep dips for 10. All right. So getting ready in our position, we'll get started. Lost my timer. All right, so we're gonna get started in about 15 seconds. So taking those hands down to the ground, getting in our position. So whether you're on those toes or on your knees, if you're on the knees, hinge those hips forward. I know I'm wearing a bigger shirt, so you can't really tell. It kind of looks like I'm just, I don't know. I swear my hips are hinged forward though. All right, so remember those elbows are going slightly out to the sides, but if you want that tricep dip, or not tricep dip, tricep push up, just keep the elbows in, take it down and press it up. Otherwise, you can join me in what I'm doing. But we're gonna take it down for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, sitting it back, and kind of stretch out those arms, shake them out. And then we'll go back into that tabletop position in about 15 seconds. So funny, I washed my hair this morning, so my hair is like nice and soft, but the scrunchie I'm wearing is also like a soft scrunchie, so it keeps it just slipping out. I'll take it. It means my hair is clean and soft. All right, so tabletop position. Remember, we extend that right arm, left leg pointing that left toe, and really reaching with that right arm. We keep that tabletop back and hips squared the entire time. But we're gonna go for 10, and then we'll drop that right side, and then that left arm, right leg will go for 10. All right, take a breath. And we're gonna take it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right palm and that left arm, right leg extend. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, taking it to that left hip, kind of do like a little pivot. All right, so we have our tricep dips next. We'll get started in about 15 seconds. And we'll do it. All right, so palms down by the sides, elbows facing back, fingertips facing forward. We take those feet out, lifting those hips up. And remember, it's not about the hips going up and down. That's not our main focus. Our main focus is hinging at the elbows and taking it up. So those hips are gonna come down as we dip. I just taught that this morning, and I saw a lot of people using their hips instead of their elbows. That's the only reason I'm pointing it out. Just saying. All right. So we take our position, going down for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, lifting out of the shoulders, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, sitting the hips down. And if you want, you can do this, taking that right arm out, take that left hand and pull those fingers on that right hand back. And if you want, you can always do it to the wrist as well. So pushing on those fingers. Switch it up. Extending that left arm, take the right hand to those left fingers and pull them back. Flipping that hand over and pushing. We're still pulling. Switch it up, just to kind of make it feel nice. All right, so we go back into those push-ups. Round 2, we take it in that modified position, or you can take it to that challenge. Up to you. Well, let's get started. So we take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, sitting it back, stretching out those arms and those lats. Shifting the weight forward, meeting in that tabletop position. If you want, you can always take those fingertips backwards. Like slightly lean the hips back, not too much. If you want, sitting the hips back, you can always press down. All right, so tabletop position. We take the right arm, left leg out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, left arm, right leg in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, we take that left hip down and pivot ourselves. All right, so tricep dips next. We'll go in about 15 seconds. All right, so palms down, fingertips face forward. We plant those feet, lifting those hips up, lifting out of the shoulders. We take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hips down and shift that weight back. Back to facing forward. If you want, you can bring those arms up above the head, taking the fingers together and then flipping the palms to face up, just stretching it out. Maybe take it to the right and the left. We're going to drop those arms down in 3, 2, and 1. So taking them down, we get back into those modified push-ups. All right, so hips forward, strong in the shoulders. We take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the hips back, stretch it out. From here, you can walk the hands over to that right side, placing that left palm on top of the right. And when you're ready, walk those hands back to center, and then over to that left, placing that right hand on top of the left. Lifting up, back to center, and shift that weight forward. So we may be in that tabletop position, for our last round of the bird dogs. I don't know why they're called bird dogs, but I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't know, but I know I've taught these multiple times. I still don't understand, but I like it. So right arm, left leg, we take it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Dropping it down, we take the left side out and right leg in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. All right, so we shifted over one more time for those tricep dips. Taking it down to the booties, plant those feet. So don't bring them in too tight, because then it's not gonna feel good. So you kind of take them out, that way when the hips come up, the knees kind of go over the ankles. So like if you take them up, does that make sense? All right. So we'll go for those, actually this time instead of 10, we're gonna do 15, finish it out, because why not, right? All right, so fingers face forward, we press it up in 3, 2, and 1. So pressing it up, taking it down. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Drop those hips. All right, so you guys get a little over a minute. I'm going to explain what we're doing next. We will still need your mat. And we're going to be down for all these. All right, so first thing, we're going to go into some bicycle crunches. So we're going to lift up the head, the shoulders, and those feet. We're going to bring that left elbow to that right knee, and then crunch it over, right elbow to left knee. Making sure that those feet do not come high. We keep them down low. Also, a reminder for these, you want to take the ribs, I know your ribs are ribs, but you want to almost put your mind to every single muscle in your body when you're working out. So place that lower back, press it down, and you'll feel that rib cage kind of close in. So you don't want the ribs to flare open, because then we're not getting the most out of our ab workout. So we close off the ribs, press that lower back down as we go into these crunches, because that lower back is going to want to arch. We press it down the entire time. So we have bicycle crunches. We're going to go for 10, right and left is 1. We are then going to flip it onto the tummy. All right, so flipping it over, we're going to lift up the chest and the feet, and we're going to go into those W extensions. So pulling the elbows in and extending them out. As you bring them in, make sure you feel that pinch and squeeze in. So we're going to go for 10 of those. We are then going to come into a low plank, stacking the shoulders over the elbows. If you want, you can place those palms down to ensure you're pressing up and out, because you'll be able to feel a difference if you're sinking through or pressing out. Tucking those toes, we're going to go into like a little plank to pike. So taking those hips up, rolling from the toes, lowering down, keeping those shoulders stacked, pulling that belly button up and in. So we pull from the lower abs and extend it out. So you want to think about like scooping from those lower abs to bring yourself up. So the hips you don't want the hips to go back. You want them to just focus on going up, so they don't have to go super high. You just want to feel it in those lower abs as you take it out. And for those, we'll go for 10. So 10, 10, 10, 10, 3 rounds. And we'll get started in about 30 seconds. Now, if you want to get some stretches in, feel free, taking the hips back. If you want my legs just from kneeling, I'm just going to stretch my leg out a little bit, but you can tuck the toe, shoulder slightly behind the wrists, and then press it back. You can switch it out, press that left heel. All right, and when you're ready, we're gonna flip it over onto the back, getting into our bicycle crunches. All right, taking it down. I'm on the grip side, so I'm like sticking as I'm trying to lower myself. All right, so remember, main thing, we take those ribs, we close them off, we press that lower back down. We make sure we don't lift those legs too high and don't keep them on the ground, just kind of hover them and crunch it in. So focus on that twist and that oblique as we crunch, but we're gonna go for that 10, right and left is 1 in 3, 2, and 1's lifting up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Taking those knees, hug them in, rock it back and forth. You can take it side to side, whatever you prefer. Switch it up. And we're going to roll it back onto the stomach for those W extensions in about 10 seconds. So rolling it over when you are ready, onto the stomach. All right. So remember, we pinch and squeeze as we bring those elbows in and extend it out into that W shape. All right. So we lift up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those palms by the sides, keeping those toes untucked, hands go close to the body, and we're just going to press it up. Making sure that we're not sinking into the shoulders. I know it may seem like it feels good, but it's not good for us. Lifting up and out is good for us. And lower that upper body down. Keeping the hands right where they are, press it up. And lower it down. We're going to get it one more time. Lift it up for the last time. And then from here, carefully take those hips back and stretch it out. We're going to shift the hips forward in 3, 2, and 1. So shifting them forward. We take the elbows down. We're going to extend those legs. So meeting in the low plank, remember, belly button is sucked up and in. We pull it into the spine and we're scooping from the lower abs to take the hips straight up. So hips aren't going back, they're going straight up. They might not go as high, but as long as we feel it in the lower abs. As you lower down, you want to make sure that you just align yourself back into that plank. So don't drop down. All right, so tucking the toes, we take it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Lowering the knees down and press it back. So we have 2 more rounds. We'll get started in the bicycle crunches first. All right, so taking the booty down, extend those legs, and then lower down to your back. So remember, bicycle crunches, we twist and we crunch over to the opposite sides, lifting up
Closing the ribs, lower back is pressed. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So taking it up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Taking the knees in, same thing, rock it out, or take it side to side, switch them up. Do whatever feels best for you. Just kind of massages that lower back, feels pretty good. Then we're gonna flip it around. Let's see. Flipping it around in 3, 2, and 1. So take it over to that stomach. For those W extensions, lowering the stomach all the way and that chest. All right. So we start with the arms out and then we squeeze it in. But we're gonna lift up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Taking those palms back and press those hips back. So same thing like we did in the beginning, lifting up, walking the hands to the right, left hand on top of the right. Lifting up, hands to center, and then to the left, right hand on top of the left. And back to center, lifting up, and hinging forward. So, second round of those plank to pikes. Put my hair back up. That's why I've been wearing clips. Just makes life easier sometimes. All right. So, stacking the shoulders over the elbows. Like I said, if you place the palms down, you should be able to see if you're sinking or not, because you'll feel all that weight kind of go right into those elbows. You want it to be distributed. So, tucking the toes, we scoop the abs up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the knees down, sitting the hips back, and stretch it out. So we have one more round of those. You'll get a break, and I will go over what we're doing next. And we'll finish it out with 3 rounds of everything we got going on. All right. So we take it back to our back. Back to back. Back, back, back. All right. Laying it all the way down. Taking the hands back. So you can either take them behind the head or you can take them fingertips to temples. What I mainly care about is that we're not closing off. So like if the hands are behind the head, make sure that we're not just closing off. Try and keep the chest open and just rotate and just crunch with the elbows. All right. So we take it up in 3, left elbow, right knee, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the knees in one last time, rock it out. Side to side. And we're gonna roll it over in 3, 2, and 1. Rolling it over. We have those W extensions for our last time. Carefully bring it all the way down. So remember, we start with the arms extended out and we pinch them in. So we'll get started in about 10 more seconds. So lifting up in 3, 2, and 1. Lifting it up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the palms back, sit the hips back, stretch it out for about 15 seconds. You can always take the forehead, take it over to the right and to the left, nice and slow. Taking that upper body forward in 3, 2, and 1. Take it forward. And we take those forearms down. From here, lift up and out, extending the right leg and then the left. We're gonna go for 15 this time, making sure we come, as you lower down, making sure, I lost you guys. We're back. We're back. I don't know what happened. My screen went dark and I looked up. All right. So shoulders are going to stay stacked. As you lower down into that plank, lower all the way down, lower all the way down into that plank. Don't keep the hips up and then just keep going. But lower all the way down to the plank and then pike back up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So for 15. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees. And I'm going to go over what we're doing next. So you guys get a little bit over a minute while I explain everything. Okay. Keep that off to the side. I guess I can move. I'm gonna move back. So not diagonal. Okay. So for our first move, we're gonna go into some crunches. We're gonna keep the legs up. So try and get them as high as you can. If not, I mean, you can always bend at the knees slightly, but we're gonna take those hands, we're gonna just reach them up as high as we can get as you lower down, making sure that the shoulders do not touch that mat or the ground, whatever you're on. So our main focus is keeping the chin lifted off the chest, pulling those shoulders back as we reach. That way we really feel it in those abs. Same thing, we press that lower back down as we reach up. So we're gonna go for 10 of those, just reaching up. We're then gonna flip it back over, down to the forearms. And we're gonna go into some plank reaches. So taking those feet out, if you need to modify, just take the knees out. We're just gonna tap it out. But if you can, come up to the toes, and we're just gonna reach the right hand and then the left. Our main focus is keeping those hips as still as you can and keeping that core as tight as you can. So we're gonna reach right and left. We'll go for 5, right and left is 1. See how we do with that. Crunch is 10, plank reaches 5. And then we'll go into some scissor kicks. So laying down to the backs. We're just gonna take the feet up. You can place those hands right underneath, but we're gonna take it up, lifting the shoulders and the head, chin off that chest, and we're just gonna go into those scissor kicks. So right leg, And then the left, same thing. We press that lower back down into the ground as we do so. So we'll get started in about 15 seconds. And we start with those crunches with the legs up in the air and just reach it out. All right. So taking it all the way down, we lift those legs up. Remember, you can bend at those knees, but we're just going to crunch in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, bring those knees in, and then take it up. All right, so we flip it around. We're going to come down to the forearms. Remember, we're going to go into those plank reaches. So tapping that right hand out, take it back, left hand out, and take it back. So if you need that modification, just take it down to the knees and spread the knees apart. But if you're on the toes, spread the feet apart. Like I said, main focus is making sure those hips do not shift side to side. All right, so we're in round 1. So forearms down, we tuck those toes, spread the legs, reaching out in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, and we flip it around again. I guess I could have put these in order so we're not flipping over and over and over. But I was trying to split it up. Sounded good in theory. I was writing it down. All right. So laying all the way down again, you can take those hands, place them underneath the hips, or you can keep them out. But remember, we lift the head, shoulders, and the feet, pointing the toes. We're going to start with that right leg in the air first. So lifting up in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in and take it up. I kicked my own foot. All right. Lay it back down. At least we didn't have to turn over again. All right, so laying back down, remember legs come up and we reach and crunch. So press the lower back down as you crunch it up. As you lower down, keep the shoulders off the mat or the ground, whatever you're on. So round 2, we take those legs up and we reach in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, and bring yourself to that seated position and flip it around. So we'll get started in about 15 seconds. We have our plank reaches for 5. That's not too terrible. I've done a class where like a fast pace. I did 10. I thought my arms were going to fall off my body. All right. So taking it down. Shoulders stacked, feet are spread, hips are low. We reach out in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, palms back, flip it around again, and take it down again. But I feel like nobody ever gets mad for having to lay down. Like, I wish people would tell me to lay down more often. I wouldn't be mad. All right, hands down, place them underneath or take them out. But we have our scissor kicks. This time we are going to go for 15. So starting with that right leg, and then we switch it to that left. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, rock it back and forth. And then side to side. We have one more round. So extend those legs for a second, kind of shake them out. Maybe side to side. Bend at those knees, tap it out. Because we're gonna take the legs up again. For those crunches, we're gonna go for 15 crunches. We can't. So legs come up. And we're gonna reach in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it in. Take the hands behind those legs and roll it up, flip it around. And we have those plank reaches next. So we'll get started in about 10 seconds. All right, so coming down again, same positioning. If you need to modify, just come to the knees, but take those feet out if you can. We reach out in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down to the knees, hands back, and flip it around. So last round of our scissor kicks, so laying it all the way down. This time we're just gonna go for that 10. We did the 15 crunches. So we go for 10 scissor kicks in 5, legs up, or in 3, 2, and 1. So drop that left leg. So 10, sorry. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, hug it in, nice and tight. And rock yourself up. Guys, that is it. No more? No more. All right, so tomorrow, great job today, first of all. Tomorrow we have full body at noon, of course. And then Thursday we have lower body. Friday you guys have some yoga, which I hope you guys had a good yoga class yesterday. But yeah, like I said, great job today. And it is about lunchtime, so I know I say this all the time, but go eat, go do what you want to do. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.